Well, let's switch now away from Lagos to a larger national politics. Nigeria's opposition politics is coming under sharp focus now as we now enter into a very crucial moment. The ADC on one hand is asking the CGN and the judiciary to expedite action and have a speedy look into the matter before it on the leadership of the party, as they say that it will affect what becomes the of the chances of that opposition coalition party ahead of the election. On the other hand, also we're seeing several reactions trailing the Ibadan opposition coalition summit, which held, and I mean a lot of statements and decisions made by the opposition groups who are saying they will file and come with a common front for the presidential election. Also, the Labour Party today, as we've seen Senator Nana Usman emerging as a national chairperson. My guest tonight is a former vice presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 election. A few times he has appeared on this program. There's been some heavy reaction either from regulator or from the general populace about his comment about the elections or the conduct of it. I'm being joined by Dr. Datti Baba-Ahmed. Thanks so much indeed for your time tonight.
Hello.
It's good to see you again.
Yeah.
I hope this time around there won't be trouble after your the last time or a few times ago when you left, the regulator came after this program.
I don't call it trouble. The guilty are afraid. Put it that way.
What do you mean?
Yeah. The guilty, I mean, if you say the truth and somebody gets agitated, then they've done something wrong. So I don't call it trouble. It's clean, honest comments made.
So you're a truth bearer.
I leave Nigerians to say that. I shouldn't be the one to say it.
So you would like to say the truth?
Of course.
Has everything that you have said in the past, have they come out to be the truth?
Well, let Nigerians continue to judge.
Do you have an example of whatever you have said that you think have come as a truth? Or when you see it and you say, I said so?
Of course. There's so many. One, I told us Nigerians that if you allow that election to stay, that would be the end of democracy. I still humbly remain by that, because what is the tendency of a one-party state? The Nigerian Constitution section 14(2)(b) says the primary purpose of governance shall be the security and welfare of the people. Now you have a regime whose primary purpose has been the destabilization of other political parties. That is consistent with what I said, ending democracy. Nigeria is a powerful and rich country. So you can imagine if the resources of Nigeria were descended on poor political parties. We should be lucky today to say that there's even one political party that is still standing. They have succeeded in destroying other political parties. I don't call them opposition, really, at the expense of what they should have done, providing security, improving our economy, and at the expense of stopping the stealing, which they didn't do.
I mean, there are those who will say, what evidence do you have to that fact? That, I mean, there are inference to, there are those who believe that the APC is behind the problems and the troubles in other political parties, but APC will say, give us the evidence, except that you have other information that we are not privy to. It's become a general narrative in the land.
For your benefit, as the one interviewing me now, for the benefit of other interviewers who keep asking where is the evidence, where is the evidence, when you hold shows like this, let me just say that you collectively are the Sheuns and the Chalses and the Laolus and you know, and the Ladis. You are not justices. If you were justice, Akimbaloe, if I was in a court now, you would ask me for evidence, and then I would have to present. This is a political turf. We're not in a court of law. Take it that, yes, what you say could lead to legal matters. But if we are presenting evidences, we should have joined issues before now, before coming to any. So just for the benefit of everyone, in a political commentary setup like this, you keep asking where is the evidence. Of course we've got evidence. My capital evidence that APC is behind is number one, they have failed in everything. They have failed in providing security. And that is why I'm saying that they have dabbled in other political parties. That is enough for me. They have failed in improving our lives. And that's enough. With the kind of immense wealth Nigeria has, why were 2 brigadier generals killed? Nothing has happened. Let's move on to more important things.
So the reason why I'm asking this, and I've had to take this conversation to the APC and say, look, the opposition believe that you are behind their trouble. And guess what? the question is that, Shehu, give me the evidence that we are behind it. They have denied consistently to say APC does not have a hand.
They lost the election and denied it. There is nothing that APC will not deny. Come on, structure this thing. We've got only like 30 minutes to go. Let's move on. These are people who lost the election and brazenly took it against the constitution and everything. So there's nothing they will not. There's nothing that right now APC cannot do.
You double down on the fact that APC lost the election.
Absolutely.
But you've got no hard fact to it because you know what? All the courts have said they won the election. And the figures were released.
Let's go back
said
again.
Otherwise.
And for as long as somebody would mention this, I will continue to repeat. The courts have the power to do all and everything. That's not in doubt. You don't have to win elections. The court can say you won the elections and it stays. But people can still come out and say that you didn't win the election.
Is this Datti Baba-Ahmed's truth against the fact? Because your truth and the facts or the data available may be against your truth.
You call that data?
Yes, that's what the umpire presented and announced.
And look, even after the presentation and the entire court case, you have people who will, within their own rights guaranteed by the Constitution, that yes, I accept it, but I don't agree with it. And unless if you want to breach that person's right, he has or she has the power to say. And I repeat, APC did not win 2023 elections.
Who won?
Labour Party won the election.
Are you suffering from the trauma of that loss?
Absolutely.
Because not. you came a distant third, you and your principal. And so
that's why I told you
it might be traumatic. There are those who will say maybe you should go to therapy, political therapy.
No. June 12th. Let me then remind you. Today in Abuja, you have Moshood Abiola Stadium. You have, in fact, what we call Democracy Day removed from what it used to be and installed on June 12th simply because they believed. That is the power of belief. They said they won the election. I voted Abiola in 1993, just for your information. The result of June 12th was never declared. Yet today, if you say that he didn't win the election, you are one of those who will shred somebody into pieces if he says. But they believe they won the election and it stands. It stands. So I believe we won 2023 presidential elections. If not, why was IREV shamelessly switched off? Why was the constitution breached? Why did Mahmoud Yakubu sneak 4 a.m. like a thief? I repeat, like a thief, 4 a.m. to go and declare the current federal government of Nigeria. APC did not win the election, but the courts have the power. And I have nothing, there's nothing I can do about it. The courts have the power to say that even if elections did not hold, this man won the election, go to court.
But I mean, in your mind, we are going.
So if you are trying
again.
to say I'm suffering from trauma, others had so, including the people in power today has suffered the same trauma, and it worked for them because June 12 was kept alive. It was kept alive even in 1999 when it was time for Baba Obasanjo. There was remnant and residual effects of June 12 in making Baba Obasanjo president then. So believe in yourself, believe in what you did, believe in what you know, hold on to it.
I mean, we're going at it again for 2027, and
yes.
we have come a full circle.
I have never seen 4 years that went so fast. I'm not even sure if the people in power realize it's 4 years already. I have never seen it.
We've come full circle, and look at it this way. You imagine that there might be, if there are those who disapprove of that election result, and going into another election, there are those who believe that this is another opportunity for us to organize. Are you happy with the organization of the opposition?
I am not. You keep saying opposition. We need to make a fundamental distinction between minority and opposition, and between opposition and political office seekers. It goes without saying, it goes automatically that these are opposition because they are not in power. That's not true. It's not correct, actually. By the way, while I was in your waiting room, you see, Genesis is so good, it's so unbelievable. If you permit me to share a bit of my experience, because who comes to equity must come with clean hands. The news that you are reporting, there is ADC. They are asking for quick judgment. Among them, I really don't want to call name. There was one time, I said my own personal experience. I was in the Senate, and I didn't lose. They allowed the case to be statute barred because the Court of Appeal were delayed or somehow did not deliver the justice until the time passed. The leader of our Senate then is now crying for justice. A few minutes ago it is a current news, you're showing it. Yeah. That is life for you. If you want justice, make sure you have served justice in the past. Make sure you're a clean person. Make sure you haven't rigged before. Make sure you haven't done all those wrong things. What APC are basking and resting upon is that, look at these guys. We know all of them. They're election riggers, contract inflators, and everything. So why should we allow them? Let us rig them more. Whoever is going to defeat Tinubu, whoever is going to win, it has to be somebody that is, I'm not saying those people are not clean. It has to be somebody who hasn't done what they are crying now.
Impeccable.
Impeccable has to be. And let me tell you, Nigeria has untold number of clean, good, wonderful characters. The capital mistake, crime we have committed against ourselves is those people staying away. I remember those few months that I was in the Constitution Review Committee of the Senate, stating uploading our agenda up front. I said I wanted to further liberalize the political contest space. If you're in the public service, there is no reason it doesn't make sense for you not to contest election. Even if you were in INEC, unless if the election is not going to be clean. You could be in the army, in the paramilitary. For God's sake, come out and contest. In the banking, you don't have to lose your job because you are placing your poster on the wall for people to decide if they like you, to elect you. Compromise your annual leave. If you are elected for the first time, take a leave of absence. If you are elected for the second time, resign. And in such, you could have the Akimba Lowes and everybody else. We've got untold good number of good people who have shied away. And that is why the not so good have taken control of Nigeria. And that is why the not so good will never, ever allow a good person to be enrolled. They can only recruit their not so good people.
Give me a moment. We need to go on the commercial break. But when we return, There's so much more to talk with Senator Datti Baba-Ahmed when we return after this break. I'll be asking him about the 2027 general elections, the presidential race, the chances of the rest of the political parties up against President Bola Tinubu and the APC, and the intrigues that we have now seen playing up. We'll be right back. Staying with us. Senator Datti Baba-Ahmed has been speaking with me on the program. He was the running mate to Mr. Peter Obi in the 2023 presidential race. There was an opposition, they call it the opposition summit, now called the Ibadan Declaration. And there's a long list of agreement made where we saw different political parties, the PDP members, Labour Party members, ADC members.
Are you sure Labour was there?
I think I saw a few different from different political parties.
All right, go ahead.
You think Labour was not part of that?
I'm not sure, even though I've not been in touch with them so much. It was, if you have finished your question, it was largely PDP and ADC, largely. And I wouldn't call that political, I wouldn't call that the entire opposition, being that there is another force that is quietly brewing and is likely to be even stronger than 2023. Without preempting anybody, even the so-called ADC now, who not exactly agree with themselves, are all eyeing how to quickly and smartly exit and go and gain ground somewhere. I do apologize. I was not able to join ADC. Nothing personal. I gave my very, very cogent reasons not to join them. Yeah, many of them took offense. Many of them took it personal. I apologize. It's nothing personal. You got everything wrong about ADC. You did 2015. Disaster followed. You come back 12 years later and tell us that we should trust you again, that you're going to repeat the same thing. No, it will not happen. It will not.
You think the ADC idea and the coalition in the ADC will not fly? I
have said it several times, and I don't want to say it again because a good number of them are my friends, and they always get agitated when I say the facts.
If your former principal, Peter Obi, gets the ticket, you still think that it will not fly?
I think it will not fly. I think it will. I don't want to talk about individuals now. I want to talk about the core, the main subject about what we call opposition being able to take over. I want to talk about really Nigerians. So many people still shying away from politics. Do we realize how serious? Do we realize how bad this thing is?
Let me ask you.
Nigerians are complicit in the continuation of bad governance. Because there are, like I said, we have no shortage of good people. We have no shortage of angels, but they keep shying away from politics. So many of us are complicit. If you are a good Nigerian and you know you can make a change and you refuse to enter politics, you are as bad as the group that are misleading Nigeria. You are probably even worse.
So you want a lot of Nigerians?
I want good Nigerians to come out and contest these elections. What is there if, how many times has someone like me been rigged out? Did I die? I didn't die.
Look, if they come together in that Ibadan declaration to say, we are going to present a unified candidacy or unified ticket, what do you make of that?
I think it's a lie. Sean, you've made me say what I don't want to say. Well, I said it deliberately anyway. And there is no way they will agree to. It's not possible.
You think
it's only two parties. It is only two parties, PDP and ADC. Now, the faction of PDP who went there, the runners-up to Wiki, and you have this strange phenomenon that even though I'm guilty, I was the one who told Obi on on the 31st January 2024 that I think Kwankwaso or Nasiru or another person, if he doesn't go back as emir, you may approach them. But as far as I'm concerned, I'll continue to support you, but our politics are different. You let go of 2023 that we won. So for that reason, I'm somebody who like to plan methodically, carefully, and well ahead of time. The business that I was doing, which started in 2011, I was planning as far back as 1996. I told him, so if you're not planning 2027, then I'm sorry, I can recommend someone for you to work with. The strange phenomenon is that you have Governor Kwankwaso, about 70, Senator Kwankwaso. 1990 was a deputy speaker, 1999 governor, two-term governor, minister of defense, senator, older, PhD holder. His local government is nearly the state of Obi. The Kano state is almost the population of that region. His governor has been taken away by clever APC. He is an armored tank without a firing pin. He can only roll over any object, but he cannot fire. They've taken the governor away. And that he is going to deputize Peter Obi. How is that possible? But I want it to work if it will work. I want it to work if it will. Two parties coming to say that they're the entire opposition in Ibadan doesn't make sense to me. And I think it should not even be a topic for you and I to dwell upon. PRP was not there. And PRP is the place to be now.
Is it because your brother is there?
No. Absolutely. You don't know me then. Sure. You don't know.
No, I'm just imagining.
We have, let me tell you, he is completely independent. I'm completely independent. We have huge mutual respect for each other. While he was a federal permanent secretary and secretary of INEC, everybody thought I will go into the then PDP. My late senior brother, blessed memory, had all his friends deeply rooted in the APC government. Other brothers of mine, local government chairman, a brother of mine was PDP, all that. I decided to go into the then AMPP, and we were perfect as a family. 2023, I was a VPC in Labour, and after the election went the way it did, he joined the APC government. I would drive to his house, he would drive to my house. Everything was perfect between us. One thing I knew is that APC had made a very bad mistake. They don't know who Hakim is. He means business, not because and exactly what I thought was going to happen was what happened. My other friend, you know the friend I'm talking about, I don't like to call names. The number two.
Yeah.
He was there basking that, oh, he has embarrassed me. They went all out to go and get the speaker from my constituency. So what do I care? They took my brother. Now, this brother is actually a worker. He means business.
So APC should be worried about Datti Baba-Ahmed going into the PRP and leaving.
If there is anything,
is that what you're saying?
If there is anything that is what we call a threat to Tinubu 2027, is Dr. Hakim PRP. If there is anything, believe me. Like I keep saying, people don't know him. They have underestimated him. He's a 1977. By the way, he's 71 years old now. And if he's 71 years old, then you know who is not 74. I won't say. You know what I mean. No, let me finish. Don't change it. You know who is not 74. He is a first class ABU 1977 graduate, 1979 distinction London School of Economics, 1983 PhD Brighton, rose through the ranks, lecturer in Sokoto, state permanent secretary, federal permanent. All the records are there. And he had the heart to walk out of a government because he's not a time waster. He's not there to earn salary. He said he's not there for the money. He went. My good friend was there deceiving himself that they have finished embarrassing that his brother is in the government. He walked out of their government and he he is going to, they are going to, and by the way, let me say it now. I'm going to join, well, I'll wait till you ask the question. When we get there, I'll answer you.
But that's going to be my question, because a lot of people are wondering what exactly
by the way,
you are going to do next.
Yes.
But please, give me a moment. I need to go on another break. I'll be right back, everyone. Thanks so much, everyone, for staying with us. So let me ask you, what exactly are your next plans?
I am leaving Labour Party tomorrow.
Really?
Yes.
Why? But the peace has returned to the Labour Party.
No, there is more to it. When there was real peace in Labour Party was when they posted back. You know what we call post back, redeployed. They redeployed someone to come and with the specific purpose, and because of the antecedents of the individual, to make life difficult, particularly for me. But what Labour Party stood for then is no longer what it is today. And remember, I have correctly argued that we've had a government who has made its primary purpose the destruction of other political parties. We must therefore feel sorry for ourselves for the fact that many genuine politicians have had their boats destroyed and sinking. And it is therefore legitimate for anybody to move, simply because the government, which is so powerful, has made it a point of duty. Instead of fighting insecurity and fixing our economy and stopping the stealing, what is more important is destroy political parties. So don't blame anybody for me, but I don't blame Obi, I don't blame anybody for going where they think. So I'm leaving Labour Party midnight tonight and I'm joining PRP. Yes.
PRP is the new destination.
PRP is the new destination. PRP is the one with a history. PRP, yes, is the one with the history. It's about 75 years old, I understand. Older than its chairman.
Is there a reason why you moved to the PRP?
No. There are many reasons. And I will go to PRP. We still will work for a genuine southern, possibly Christian candidate. Work.
Are you
remember? No. Look,
I don't
have to be
likely to be in the race.
Look, with all modesty, let me tell you this. You're bringing it up. Other people have come to my office to tell me that if you dare without holding any political office, you're okay. Thank you, God. And I'm so happy, I'm so pleased with what God Almighty has allowed me to achieve at my very young age. At 33 House of Reps, at 41 Senate, university license, another university license, biggest private hospital in Africa, and the list goes on and on and on and on. Why do I have to be president or vice president? Why? And look, by the way, though I'm not that deeply, but I'm a standard regular Muslim. And I know that the Quran says people beget leaders that are exactly what they are. And I know how different I am from the average Nigerian. I don't give bribes. I don't do so many things like I abhor them. Whatever it takes, I will not do. I won an election and they said, I said, go ahead.
We're totally out of time.
All right.
But thank you so much.
So that is what I will do.
All right.
That's what I will do.
PRP is
and
next.
PRP
right.
is the place to be. And if PRP does all the things that I tried to make Labour Party do in 2023, I think APC government is gone.
Thank you so much, Senator Datti Baba-Ahmed. Thank you so much indeed. And I wish you the very best in your new boat, PRP.
Thank you.
That's our show for tonight, everyone. Many thanks for watching. I'm Sean Wakimale. God bless Nigeria.